Music is made for love. Cruising is made for love. I love it when we're cruising together. We're gonna fly away. Yeah, come go my way. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Y'all love cruising? Cruising is made. Cruising. Cruising. Throw me overboard. I found a hiding place. Throw me overboard. I found a hiding place. In the name of God, I found a hiding place. In the name of God, I found a hiding place. Throw me overboard. Hey, if your soul's not angling Jesus, you will surely drift away. Drift away, God. Drift away. Y'all consider sending me a small cash app because I am not going to be monetized on this particular video. So here's the story. I woke up this morning listening to Troy Allen over there, and he was talking about this cruise of Jay Wilson, right? And according to him, and we did have to do a quick checkup, the worst time to take a cruise off of Miami, Florida, is September, right? October and November are not that much greater, but certainly September is the worst, right? So he scheduled his cruise for September the 29th, the very last day of September, right? So he'll say, "Oh, it's the last day. It's over now. We out of September. We out." This thing, October and November are not much better, girl. Jay Wilson, you have continually boasted about being from Florida, right? You're in the Miami area your entire life. You have weathered storm after storm after storm after storm, particularly when you're living in a tin can. When you're living in a small trailer, a single wide trailer, off the coast of Miami, Florida, you have certainly experienced the weather. I mean, right? You don't know when the wheel done fall off that damn thing, child. Some years the wheel fell off. Sometimes the jack fell off. Sometimes the motherfucker slid a few feet. Sometimes it slid all into the middle of the street, child. You know about the weather in Florida. So Jay Wilson, why aren't you telling these people that you have booked them on cruise? You are booking them on a cruise at the very worst time of the year, the worst month, and perhaps the worst day of the year. You have booked him on a cruise. Hi, y'all. Throw me overboard. Just put me in the spirit, girl. Woo! In the name of God. Come on, help me out. I found a hiding place. In the word of God, honey. Y'all gonna need it. How you doing, Tanya B? And Pretty Things. Dog Liquor. How you doing, Kimberly White? OG Beauty. Droid Girl. How's everybody? Danielle Nicole. Sandra Mitchell. How y'all doing? Child, I could have fell through my chair when that boy was over there talking about he don't like boys. So when that guy, Troy Allen, was over there talking about this cruise, this Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson, don't you have enough knowledge about the weather in Florida, off the coast of Florida? You ain't going that far out, girl. If you're going out for 3 days, I mean, you're barely getting out into the ocean, and then you turn around and you come back, right? You touch down there for a couple of hours to buy some bracelets or whatever. And you're in that water that whole 3 days, right? Now, are you even going to make mention of the fact that this is the hurricane season? Jay Wilson, are you not familiar with the hurricane season, tornado seasons, yeah, in Florida, of all places? I would think that you would know better than anyone since you was born and raised, particularly in that goddamn trailer, girl. I mean, it ain't like you have no foundation, honey. It's not built on a rock. Your house was built on sinking sand, honey. So you know the weather changes in Florida, but yet you still you taking these people out here on this water. Now I saw when I was over there, a lady by the name of Cruising. I I don't think we got no problem with her, right? Miss Cruising. She says that she goes in the hurricane season all the time. Well, that's very well, Miss Cruising. You can make a decision for yourself. But these people are not from Florida. They don't know about no hurricane season and trailers flying through the sky. They have not experienced that, right? They're going on the word of Jay Wilson, right? And Jay Wilson has so little respect for these people that he is willing to risk their lives without them even having any knowledge of it. In other words, they're coming from their states and they're all happy. Oh, we're going on the cruise. We're going on the cruise. What was that? But he knows it's going to happen, right? Because he's lived there his entire life. People, please, what are your opinions on this thing? I mean, come on now. We can't ignore this. We can't let the people just go out there in the water in the middle of the worst hurricane month or season in history. I mean, in the year. We can't let those people just hop on the boat thinking they're having a good time, child, and realizing that, oh, I wonder why the trip was so reasonable. I wonder why the trip was reasonable because you're going out on a boat in the middle of the hurricane season, girl, and there's no guarantee you're gonna make it back. And if you do make it back, it's still gonna make a very bumpy ride. Certainly the most uncomfortable ride of the entire year. But since these cruise lines have to stay in business, they'll still offer you the cruises at a discount rate. Jay Wilson should let you know that here's why we're going out there so cheap. This is why our whole cruise is only $300, including food and entertainment. Here's why: because we're going out in the hurricane season. Now we are aware of climate change, and we are aware of climate change. Climate change, and how the weather is getting worse and worse every year. In other words, the hurricanes 3 years ago were mild as comparison to the hurricanes today. Correct? So I think that you need to have a town hall, Jay Wilson, and prepare these people before you collect their money or have your money sent to this cruise line so you can get yours for free. And then you can start your process of begging. Because frankly, I believe anyway, that 6 months out, let me see, we're in February. We got March, April, May, June, July, August, September. That's 7 months. 7 months, girl, and you're already running your mouth about this goddamn cruise. You're gonna tell us, talk about it and talk about it and talk. I just want to talk about it. You're gonna talk about it and talk about it, talk about it. In the last 2 months, you're gonna start your begging campaign, right? For people to give you money for this cruise kind of thing. Same way as you did before, right? And then Troy Allen on his page, I see that he's bringing up this thing that you did in Las Vegas, right? Which I took such personal offense at, right? Where you con those people out of a room there by claiming that the room wasn't chilly. I want all my money back, and I want $300 worth of meals because my room wasn't chilly. It was okay, but it wasn't chilly. After you worked on those airlines on that route for years and years, you know exactly why the room is not chilly, because you're on the hottest side of the hotel. You're facing the sun. All they required of you is to close the drapes so you wouldn't have the sun beaming into your room while you're claiming it's chilly. So we solved that ripoff, right? So now what Troy Allen's page was suggesting, or him personally was suggesting, that is this another ruse, Jay Wilson? Going out in the middle of a hurricane, and you believe that now you're going to complain because, oh, this room wasn't steady. I like it steady. It wasn't steady. It was okay, but it wasn't steady. I would like a refund. Jay Wilson, we don't know what kind of scam you are up to this time, but it is not right for you to risk these people's lives without them knowing what they're getting into. They should be able to make a decision right? Okay, I want to go out on a ship in the hurricane season, even though my own state has been devastated by tornadoes and hailstorms and all. We've seen the kind of weather we're experiencing. Now I want to take my black ass and my family out in the middle of a goddamn ocean where I cannot get away. I cannot escape. I cannot get in a car and move any goddamn where. There are no helicopters arriving for me. I am stuck out in the middle of the damn ocean. And now you're going to say, oh, you guys know this is the hurricane season. I got a hiding place. Throw me overboard. I found a hiding place in the name of God. Y'all gonna need him, honey. Y'all dependent on Jay Wilson to give y'all the right information, honey. I'm guessing that his weenie roast wasn't up at 8 people, girl. I'm guessing that we're gonna have to listen to all this cruise shit, and it ain't gonna be no 7, 8 people, child. Right? Right. But he's willing to murder those people. He ain't got no problem with it. So what we want to do here on Beef Sector is we want to let these people know before you go out spending your money and taking off your job and making plans to go out here to Florida to go on a damn cruise on September, the worst day of the year to take a cruise. We just think you should be informed what you're getting into, since he ain't gonna tell you. Right? Because he said, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care nothing about these people on YouTube. I don't care nothing about these people on YouTube. Ain't no friends on YouTube. Ain't no friends, so therefore I can risk your life. Mm-hmm. Cruising together, baby. The music is made for love. Cruising is made for love. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. We're gonna fly away. Glad you're going my way. Y'all tell Jay Wilson, so this cruise is so safe, why don't you bring your daddy on this cruise with us, honey? Why don't you send some of your love? And where's your cabin located, honey? Girl, where is your cabin located as opposed to where my cabin is located? I want to know where it is, nigga. So since it ain't no risk or danger in it, let's just switch cabins. He been there his whole life. Mm-hmm. Hi, Kimberly White, Tanya B, going on a cruise, girl. He over the top. Oh, we ain't gonna. We don't even want your money. We ain't gonna touch the money. You're nobody on the trip on the ship, which is probably thousands of people. None of them are touching the money, girl. That is the rule of Carnival Cruise, not of you. You ain't did nothing, girl. Why you try to take credit for that? I'm not interested in money. I've been telling you every single goddamn day, 5, 6, 7 times a day. I'm just here for the money. I just want the money. Oh, I don't care nothing about these people. I don't care about no people. Ain't no friends on YouTube. Ain't no friends. You just did all over and over and over ad nauseum, girl. But yet on this one particular day, with your big event, you're not interested in the money. Really? Y'all watch and see what happens. I'm guessing 2 to 3 months before that, she gonna start. Oh, let me pay for a dinner, Jay Wilson. I can't go, but I'll pay for a dinner, Jay Wilson. Anticipation is making me wait. Jay Wilson, there is no reason we have to hear you talking about this boring ass cruise. Who want to go on a cruise with your ass? This boring ass cruise, girl. You gonna talk about that for 7 months? 7 months. This is his content for 7 months, girl. And all it is going to end up with you're begging for help and oh we selling t-shirts, we got merch. You have Miss Slave Vivian over there sewing the merch. She's sewing the merch. Prayer claws. Can we get some more prayer claws? Oh, I just want a prayer claw. Oh, they wanted this. They wanted the prayer claw. They asked for them. I can't think. Why would you think of something like that, girl? Hi, OJ Beauty. Uh-huh. Yes, dance. I wanted to get out of this morning. I was up on my chair dancing when that man was singing, Throw Me Overboard. Woo! I found a hiding place. Throw me overboard. Girls gonna be jumping out with their expensive purses out. Oh, just save me, God. Just save me, God. I found this hiding place. Jay Wilson, you have 7 months. Why would you choose first of all, the cheapest day of the year, the cheapest day with the worst weather of the year to have a cruise? How you gonna go out on the deck in your bikinis when you're in a hurricane, honey? They don't have no 1 or 2 or 3 of them, girl. They have hurricanes all through that whole season, child. All through September, all the way through October and November, even, child. We have climate change here. We have the worst weather ever experienced on the planet Earth. But you in control, right? Jay Wilson, is that why you went and got you a master's degree in church finance? Is that it? Is it all about just figuring out ways to bilk these people out their money? Is that why your degrees? Look, I'm using these degrees on them. I'm putting these degrees on them. They don't understand. They don't understand. All the things in ministry, you want a master's in the money. I want a master's in the money. Even though I don't work for a church, no church has employed me. Now he's over here bragging about, oh, I'm going to church. I'm gonna sing one song. They're gonna give me $250. I'm gonna sing one song. They're gonna and you have the nerve to ask for money for that, Jay Wilson. Every time you say you're going to church, minister, pastor, bishop, every time you say you're going to church, it got something to do with getting money out of them, right? So it doesn't imply that you have any relationship to the church itself, girl. The only thing you have a relationship with is the money. You're so stupid. I don't know what you think we are going to get out of you collecting money from the church, because when we go to church, girl, we're not going just to get money out of them. Right? I've been an usher for damn near 20 years. I ain't never got a nickel from them, girl. It's never even occurred to me that that's why I'm supposed to go to church. And that's why I'm supposed to offer my service. It's only to get money from people. That's why you're not a deacon. That's not why you're not on a church board. That's why you don't usher or do the children's program. That's why you don't do anything in the church, right? Because you're only there for the money. Oh, I don't want no money out of this. We just want to get together. We want to get together. Girl, you don't sit your ass down somewhere. Mm-hmm. You survived the California blizzard of 2023. Got to be snowed in. Oh, my goodness. Aren't they having one right now? What part is that? Over the top of Los Angeles, there's a mountain. There are mountains, and they are so snowed in, child. They can't even get medical supplies in now, right? Phenomenal weather all across the globe. There are glaciers melting, and this fool picks the worst day out of the year, which he would be well aware of since he's experienced this since he was a little pickaninny. It's always been sirens and shit going off, girl, particularly when you're in a trailer park. Girl, you got to boat that motherfucker down like it's a boat. Who is that? Thank you, RJ Supreme, for the super chat. I appreciate you. I'm stockpiling my Ben and Jerry's and pulling a reserve sign around my fireplace to enjoy the classic videos that are going to come out of this. He is going to hire the FBI this time around, a child. He said don't worry about nothing. We got security. I told him, child, I said, well, I would go under one condition. I want them to just fly me down in the helicopter, right? And everybody be looking up at the plane. What is that? What's going on? What's going on? And then I step off the plane in my fuzzy slippers, child. Jay Wilson. Where anybody seen Jay Wilson, girl? Because the bitch couldn't run. There's nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to run to. Got nowhere to hide. You or I. Everywhere you go, every step you take, here come Timothy Blaine, yeah. Nowhere to run to. Well, I saw it on that man's channel. It just tickled the shit out of me, child. I said, what kind of planning is this? Is this something else you've handed over to Vivian? You know, Vivian's been doing this shit because she's been the adjutant all her life. She has been more of what Jay Wilson wants to be. See, Jay Wilson's only interested in church for the money, right? Because we know how the church has treated the homosexual condition all of his life. Well, all that time he was still sitting there in them same pews, right? His only interest is how can I get money out of them? That's what he went to seminary for, and that's why he got his he says master's degree in it. I don't know if they really have that kind of master's degree, but that's what he said he has a master's degree in, child. Right? It's always been in the financial. Same thing is here on YouTube. He's told you ad nauseum. He's only here for the money. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just here for the money. Just give me your money. Oh, I don't beg. I don't beg. Just give me your money. Child, this food is, if nothing else, she is entertainment. She thinks she's funny, but she's not. It's funny to laugh at her. That's it. Please get you a solar generator, right? To get you a solar generator? Oh, okay. Well, we have them here. We have, well, I don't know if it's a solar generator. Yes, it is. It's a solar generator in this building. They require the newer buildings. This building is less than 20 years old. They require them to be earthquake proof, you know, because all the states have issues, right? California is known for its earthquakes. And they have them small ones here all the time. They haven't had a big one since, I don't know, back in 91 or something like that. But yeah, you got to be prepared. So we have solar generators and solar energy here. Did I hear it's only $1.50? I don't know if it's that longer. They say it's $300 for the cruise ship, right? So maybe the cruise ship would be considerably more in a regular, normal time to take a pleasant cruise. I love it. I love it. I love it. 'Cause cruising is made for love. Those kind of seasons, it'd probably be more, but this is the cheapest day, cheapest season, cheapest month of the whole season because of the hurricanes they have there. And they don't just have them occasionally. They're guaranteed to have some hurricanes constantly there. And I don't know what the significance in the 29th of September is, because it's not actually 6 months out. It's 7 months out. You got to hear about this shit, right? Over it. Because he ain't got nothing to talk about, Jeff. Just give him something to talk about. In that last 2 to 3 months, it's going to be nothing but begging. She'll open up. She's going to have merch and everything else about this tired-ass cruise, child. Now, I hope it ain't turned out where everybody done fell off the ship, Jay Wilson, right? Since you put the cruise together, they're going to all come after your ass and take your hail. They're going to take my hail. They're trying to take my hail. They're trying to take my hail. Well, sir, you were aware of the conditions. Did you allow the people the opportunity to know what they were getting themselves into? Mm-hmm. Hi, Souls. It's the #1 show, Nicole Reloaded. Y'all the moderators today? Mm-hmm. Y'all checking this out? Well, I'll give Troy the credit for bringing up the subject about these timelines and so forth. I think the whole thing is kind of a dumb idea. Who in the hell wants to just go on a cruise with Jay Wilson? What are you offering, Jay Wilson? I hope you're not going to torture those people by making them listen to you sing. Now, I'm serious about that. That don't make no damn sense. People come to church, no matter who's howling at the piano, they'll sit there and listen to it because they're already in church, right? They didn't come for just a singer. They came to give worship unto God, right? But for you to drag them people out in the middle of the ocean, girl, and start that howling, girl. Ooh, girl, she released 5 videos yesterday of her singing. Like, we're all sitting around here waiting to hear Jay Wilson sing. Jay Wilson. The music industry said no, honey. You are not the head of a choir. You are not the head of the church ministry, the choir ministry, music ministry. You're not the head of shit, right? You go in there, get you $1 and leave, right? And very rarely are you ever asked to come back, right? If you notice, all these time he said he go in there, they just gave me $250 for a song. They just gave me $250 for a song. Oh, I sent them people and they got $400 for a song. Just go ahead and sing a song. Like all the people are marked, you know, there's a sucker born every minute. I guess it's this way. But I just lose my chain of thought. Anyway, I hope you're not going to do that to them people. Don't do them like that, Jay Wilson. Have mercy, loving kindness, honey. Right? Every time he goes somewhere, it's for the music. So are you going to charge the people to sing on that boat? Well, I would have my ass on the other side of the boat when you started that, girl. It is embarrassing. All the black people got to sit on the boat and say, ooh, girl, is he done? Embarrassing our people, honey. Oh, they never ask him back. He's always a one hitter quitter. He been in San Antonio 8 years, right? San Antonio 8 years. Ain't nobody asking back yet, girl. He done went through damn near every singing engagement in San Antonio, right? Talking your way into something with all these degrees. I got degrees. And then when they hear that chicken scratch, girl, don't bring that back up in here. No, we for diversity, but we ain't not that diverse. And for you to choose something like that to be your career. Oh, I was talking about all these videos he released yesterday. He must have released about 5 videos of him singing. Girl, nobody want to hear your ass sing nothing, girl. Come on, Jay Wilson. Have mercy, loving kindness, honey. Spare the people. His voice makes your teeth hurt. Mine too, girl. And I've been listening to mine for years. Girl, if you can do that, you can do anything. They clown me about my singing, but I don't give a damn because I'm not a singer, girl. I am not under the delusion that I can actually sing. He calls himself a songstress. He says he has a master's degree. Always following behind somebody. Dovey having a cruise. Now all of a sudden you having a cruise. That woman who did Cash App Palooza. Oh, you laughed at that. 2 days later, now you queen of the hashtag Palooza, girl. Wiley gets his people to help him buy a car. Next thing you know, you writing a book 2 days later. Fundraisers. Girl, what's the latest thing she done stole? Oh, Kelly Love starts making these little, I don't know what that site is called. This song singing that Kelly Love does with people. Girl, now she's doing 5 and 6 and 7 of them at a time. Right? She's got to be following behind somebody, child. Right? She's not capable of an original thought. Jay Wilson. That his master's is in church finance. Get the money. Jay Wilson, I always want to ask you, when you say you got a master's in church finance, is that from the money you can collect from the congregants? Or do you go and get this degree to rip off the government? You know, a lot of churches survive by the money they get from government grants. We want to feed the homeless. So the government gives them the money to feed the homeless. We want housing for the seniors. The government gives them the money to build housing, right? They give them literally millions of dollars. Not only are they tax exempt, but many times the government finances much of their charitable works. Is that what you mean when you say you got a master's degree in church finance, Jay Wilson? Is it to rip us off or is it rip the government off? Which is it, girl? Or is it a combination of both? Both to which you have failed. You have failed dismally, right? You ain't raised nothing for nothing but yourself. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Mm-hmm. That Jesus will fix it. What you say, Barbara? That Jesus will fix it was amazing. Let me see. That problem, I'll do it for you, Barbara. I do it better than him. That problem that I had, I just couldn't seem to solve. I prayed and I prayed, kept getting deeper involved. And then I turned it over to Jesus and I stopped worrying about it. Turned it over to the Lord. God worked it out. Oh, yeah, Jesus can work it out. If you let him. Wait a minute. How's that, Barbara? Was that amazing too? Lord have mercy. Everybody can see church music, honey. Don't make me go over here. Where's my phone at? I want to hear this screech. I want to hear this screech, but I know you can't See, you can't go to one song, right? Because anybody, and I'm talking about anybody, starting at the kindergarten girl, can screech out one song. He been doing this shit for years and years and years. Maybe he can sing 5 songs because he's went over them and over them and over them and over them, right? But as far as a singer, Jay Wilson is not a singer. He's like a monkey. He's just a parrot. He's just mimicking sounds, right? No, I ain't playing shit because I might look up on one and he's saying it decently good. And the thing about that, why such that church music is such a ripoff, because most of the time the congregation is singing along with you. You're not going over there. They don't have just solo after solo after solo unless they're having outside singers or guests, right? Usually he's just leading the song and the congregation is singing. So even me, I can go in church and sing and no one will know how horrible, excuse me, how less than average I sing, right? Because we're singing along with the whole church, right? So don't say because some monkey's up there just banging on the keys, girl. Girl, is he going to take a dump? Or what the hell's wrong? Girl. Everybody's singing along. The instruments are playing. The drummer is playing as loud as he can to drown out whoever's leading. Now, when he says that he got to go to this church here and he got to go play here and he got to play, that's because the ordinary singer or musician they had scheduled is not able to be there. Sometimes singers have out of town engagements. If they sing for other choirs and so forth, they may have to go and play for somewhere else that pays them more and they have an obligation, right? So he's just like a fill-in. He does with his music the same way he does with his career. In his career, he is what they call a temp. He's a temp person, someone will be called in a crisis, right? He's never went to a temp job and had the people offer him a full-time position. And then he comes on here and tells gullible people, oh, I don't want to work full-time. Oh, the temps make most of the money. The temps make more money than anybody. Yeah. So the temp is making $25 an hour, right? Well, but the temp agency is taking a cut of that $25 an hour, correct? But the temp is only working 3 or 4 hours, right? Where the regular person is working 40 hours a week through the year. The regular person is making $60,000 or $70,000 a year, right? The temp is barely clearing $2,000 or $3,000. So in his mind, he said, oh, the temp making more money. The temp making more. The temp is not making shit because they don't have a job. That's the same way it is with his musical career. They called him when they need somebody, right? That's why he's always a different place, girl. And he comes on here bragging about how he just got them for 200. I got them for 250, only for one song. For one song. When he does that, child, he is diminishing the people. And he's saying that the people are suckers for paying him because he knows he's not worth no damn $250. If he's saying a whole melody, he ain't worth $100, child. He's just a fill-in. That's it. And he'll fill in anywhere. One day is Methodist church. One day is Baptist church. What you're seeing is whoever needs somebody because someone was not able to appear on that day. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. Jesus can work it out if you let him. That'll preach, honey. Mm-hmm. That addiction that I had, I just couldn't seem to solve. I prayed and I prayed, kept getting deeper involved. And when I turned it over to Jesus, I stopped worrying about it. I turned it over to the Lord. God worked it out. Oh, yeah, gee. Oh, I love the music, baby. I love the music. Only 75 likes and 240 people watching. What's wrong? That's all we got. I don't even know how to see the numbers. 204. Y'all give the likes, says the moderator. Hi, Roddy Q. Someone wants to know you will be fully funded if you want to go on that cruise. Roddy Q, let me tell you the truth. I'm telling you honestly. I started to make my commentary today. I was going to say that someone had just cashed at me the full price of the cruise plus $700 for the helicopter ride to arrive on the cruise, right? And I still had to turn them down. I said, I had to turn you down. I had to send you back your money, send you back the helicopter ride, right, girl? But I can't do it a murder charge. I'm 65 years old, child. I don't have the time to be sitting up in no court behind no murder of no queen on no damn princess shit, girl. So the answer is no, Ronnie Q. I wouldn't give a goddamn if it gave me $10,000. I would not be on that cruise. I'm not doing no murders. If he end up dead, they're gonna immediately come to me. Mr. Blaine, girl. I didn't do nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. But sir, there's blood running all from your hands. You have blood all over your blouse. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I'm bipolar. See, in Atlanta, she always had the option she could run, right? But you can't run on no boat, baby. Especially not with that hurricane out there, girl. Baby, that Wilson, he like, oh, they talk about me. They talk about me. I'm going to get a coin from it. I'm going to get you know, sometimes it is heartbreaking when you go over here on YouTube and sometimes it's just a man online scratching his cat's belly. The man's online scratching his cat's belly, and he got 2.1 million views, girl. Somebody tell you how to part your hair in the middle, girl, right? 750,000 views, Jay Wilson. So that's why you sound so foolish when you're over here talking about, oh, I'm getting money from it. I'm going to get a coin from it. Oh, my ass is checked. My ass is checked. Girl, you sound like a goddamn fool. You sit up here, girl, with 1,000 views. Maybe that sounds like a number, but that's not a number, child. This is not shit. I have no delusion that I'm kicking ass over here on YouTube, particularly not in the beef sector, honey. Damn, people who are just this side of handicapped, right? Do more than they do on here on this channel. No one else would have you. Jay Wilson, you're all you could be, honey. And all you are, when it comes down to it, is a messy, catty queen. That's why you're over here with the other messy, catty queens, girl. Because don't nobody else want you. Nobody else is interested in your commentary. You always telling them, oh, I told her this. I told her. Did she listen to me? I told her. The new number for the calculation for the Rob Rack and Tracy situation. When I first made mention of it, he had made 13 videos on a situation that took place in 6 days. He is now up to 40 videos. You don't believe me? Go count them. 40 videos he did on that girl. And now he thinks that she gonna leave him alone. Leave me alone, girl. Leave me alone. She already tried to play like she's a victim now. Just leave me alone. Just leave. Ain't nobody leaving your punk ass alone. Leave me alone. You done enough, bitch. You done enough, bitch. Compliments, Sean Bradley. Don't you block my channel, Sean Bradley? Leave me alone. You done enough, bitch. You made 40 videos on that girl's situation in Sacramento, and then you want her to leave you alone. Good luck with that, honey. And not one video on the Grindr app going off. Nothing. This ain't nothing about it. You said, oh, I go off on everybody because they accused him only going after these girls like Dovey and Nicole, whatever. And he talk about, oh, I argue with everybody. I argue with everybody. Yet when Rick Reed chopped your head off a couple of weeks ago, you had no response at all. When James had to straighten you up and clean you up, you had no response at all, right? When any of these hard knockers, you won't even say my name, nigga. It amuses me, girl, because you think I'm going to back off because you don't say my name. When you decided to come over here disrespecting me, nigga, you didn't have no idea what you were signing up for, right? It is the same experience you're going to experience with many, many people. They're letting it build up, honey. And now Tracy's getting her chance to get her licks in. And I believe she's going to do a phenomenal job of that. And it's always fun to laugh at you. I don't give a damn how many videos I do about you. It is always fun to laugh at you. They're all going to laugh at you. And in the end, we will all be in hysterical tears as their numbers go down, 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 until they are nothing, which is what you deserve. Mm-hmm. Hi, Miss Cruiser. Now, Miss Cruiser, we glad you go off there on them trips every year in the hurricane season. But we just saying that, girl, you have to give these people the opportunity to at least know what they're getting into, to understand why their ticket was so low. It's nothing to do with Jay Wilson. It's because they're going in the hurricane season. That's all we're suggesting. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, have a good time. You're making a decision. You know the area. You know, other people who are flying from out of state, they don't know nothing about no Florida, child. I don't know. They want to be on the rocky road for a vacation. I don't want to be on a vacation. I'm scared for my life the whole time I'm on there. What was that? What was that? Stay in your cabin. Stay in your cabins. Like he would know. He would know. He was born and raised in Miami area. You can't say Miami. Probably some suburb, wherever they allow a trailer to park. Those places you pull in, they ain't got no sidewalks. They ain't got no. They have a spigot to hook your water up to, and a spigot to hook your electricity up to, and that's what you pay them for, girl. You know, a good gusty wind will blow that motherfucker over into the ocean, girl. Over into the ocean, and it's moving this way. There's a storm out over the ocean, and it's heading this way. And if your mind ain't anchored in Jesus, you will slowly drift away. Drift away, God. Drift away. Whole house, plug and play house. Jay Wilson, some people are starting to say now that they don't believe that you had this family with 9 kids and 2 parents. They're believing that your daddy had 2 separate families. That's why these older men in your family, which you show no traces of masculinity at all, they're thinking that there was one family, most likely your father's kids your father had with some other woman, and those people were 15 to 20 years older, and then he married your mama, and that's why the others of you are younger. You said that the youngest child was born in the trailer. No, the youngest child was born in the house. So the rest of you niggas, excuse me, you young African American males and females, you lived your lives in that trailer. But the other kids that moved away because he had married someone else. We think there's 2 different families here, Jay Wilson. Okay. That's why your brothers would be dying now, because you are old bitch your own damn self. You 55 years old. That would mean if they 20 years older than you, they would be in their 70s, perhaps their 80s. Correct? So we're thinking there's 2 separate families. Of course, you'll never say, because you have to be bragging about everything and trying to make everything like, oh, it's good, it's fine, oh, it was perfect, everything was perfect, oh, we went to the movies, I've just never experienced a man that gets so excited about going to the movies in 2023. Maybe it still happens in some places, but nigga, it's Jay Wilson. They're tired of you talking about going to amusement parks. You're in your middle 50s. You should not be getting excited about getting season passes to go to amusement parks. You don't have any children. You don't have any grandchildren. Why are you so obsessed with going to amusement parks? Right? You're sick and tired of hearing about these damn movies, girl. Nobody cares about movies. They got 1,000 channels at home, girl. Right? We don't think it's any big deal for you to be going to no movies. Right? And we are sick and tired and sick and tired and sick and tired of these references to Harry Potter. You are a grown-ass 55-year-old bitch. What is this obsession you have with Harry Potter. It's a children's movie. Yes, adults watched it, but it's still a children's movie. It was a series of children's books, Jay Wilson. We don't want to hear nothing else about no goddamn Harry Potter, bitch. Mm-hmm. What y'all think? Your soul's not. I'll be singing that song all day now. That Five Babe, she had me going, girl. I must have been gone for 3 days in this ridiculous song she was over there singing. She was saying, wait a minute. I couldn't get it out of my head, girl. I kept trying to get out of my head. Watch something else. She played this song. I guess some intermediate rapper says, "How you gonna come to the party and didn't bring no perks? Perk 30, got perk 30, perk 30. I got the perk teens, girl." I kept going over and over. I said, this man's thinking about who didn't bring the perks. How you gonna come to the party? You didn't bring the perks. I took the perk teens. I'm gonna poison y'all with that bullshit. I even had to look it up, baby. Perk 30. Like the perk. Why you didn't bring the perks? Y'all better be careful with all that goddamn opioids and shit, child. That shit is knocking people out. Perk 30. Gonna come to the party and bring the perks. And the dude has millions of views, girl. That's what I mean about people should be the beef sector bragging about no damn views, honey. That perk 30, got the perk 30, that got millions of views, right? Then bring the perks. Oh God, why did I even bring that shit up? Now I'll be singing that shit again. Some things just stick in your head, honey. It just stick. Sometime when y'all young, somebody just call you something and it just stick. My name in the streets was Jabber because I talked so much in jail, county jail. And somebody said, "You're Jabber Jaw. Shut up, Jabber." And that name stuck with me for the next 20 years. Only time I ever heard my real name was if I was in jail. Blaine. I said, who that is, child? Oh, you got it, Amuse Soul Sister. Mm-hmm. Starting off our week, child. That boy, he like a pina colada, child. It's always something you can whip on. So I think he needs to make his next video assuring these people, maybe it's not always hurricane. Well, how often does it happen, Jay? Well, we have 8 or 9 a year in that month. Is that why there's so many empty cabins? That couldn't be a part of it. Hi, Lavender Spirit. Are you a lavender spirit? I got a friend who's a lavender spirit. All of his jewelry is all amethyst. He got a lavender spirit. We go to his house, all of his stuff is purple. Well, you can say that's your favorite color, but it also is something about the color lavender. My color is red. If you look around my apartment, the accent colors, if you go back 40 years, it's always red. Right? Accent. I don't have a whole red room, but like somebody we know, but there's just, we all got a color, I guess. Amethyst is pretty. Mm-hmm. Howdy, Sephora. Well, I hope the weather's not too bad in y'all neck of the woods. It's still raining here. Still, damn, to walk in the rain, your feet are wet, socks are wet, pants are wet, jacket is wet. So you got to change clothes every time you go outside, even with the umbrella. Mm-hmm. That's my son's birthstone. Okay, the purple. Yeah, the purple. Your name is the purple. And it's your son's birthstone. Look at that love. Mm-hmm. Happy birthday, son. Right. A lot of ladies like pink, you know. We're kind of giving from the beginning, you know, they give the girls pink, the boys blue. I never attracted to blue. Maybe that's why I chose red. I didn't fit in either category. He's 33 today. Oh, that ain't old. So you're around 53, 43, 53. Mm-hmm. Ain't that something? I just found out that my niece is going to move to the Bay Area. So I have a nephew and a niece. You know, my sister's whole family going to be here. They have a kid. She has a husband. That's nice. I've been in California most by myself for about 40 years. Let me see. If I left at 19, then so it's 20. I've been here 45 years between the two cities. And no one was here. And now, but he's been here, I think, going on 10 years. And now she's moving here. That'll be fun. I will be 56, just a baby, in July. Mm-hmm. 56 is young to me, honey. Who would ever thought that I, diagnosed with HIV in 1986, would still be around and kicking it at 65? And it looks like if I can get rid of, the ear infection's gone. Girl, I ain't messed with my ears this whole time. Is that something? Maybe it'll stay gone. We'll see. It's good to be old, honey. You ain't lying. Life is good in a lot of ways. The only thing is you keep going. You know, now, every time you turn the damn computer on, some celebrity, somebody you watch regularly is old. Or if you watch old movies or old series and all that, and they all got black hair and everybody seems so damn young. Well, it's because we were young, right? But they were always older than us, the people who were watching television. And now they're all old people in the 80s and 90s, and they're all dying. Right? That's something that comes along with all this internet stuff. We instantly know who died last night. But 56 is prime, baby. I had a cousin died of AIDS in the 90s, early 90s. He just missed it. Purple one. What HIV, the serious medications came out, but I think 86, something like that. I got diagnosed in 91, but I had already had it for a while. The purple Prince. The greatest singer, writer, musician, producer, arranger, composer to ever live. Will you agree? And he was a fine ass nigga when he was young too. Prince was fine. When he was a young guy, he was only about 19, I think 1920 when he started. And he was a fine boy too. So he got blessed all over the place. Baby, would you please be quiet? You just been chirping. You think I didn't hear you? I'm trying to ignore you. That way you'll stop showing out. Could you please be quiet? Thank you. All right, wonderful people. I hope y'all have y'all week starts off. Oh my God, now it's all cloudy out there. It looks like it's going to be dark. Anyway, I try to find something to do today. Y'all have a wonderful Monday. Talk to you later.